No mic.
is from Ibn Hisham.
No mic.
I have to listen to them. Yeah. Come.
Give it to the brother next to him.
Was alleged to exist, and he got that from Ibn Hisham.
Yeah, because I'm filming. I wanna get my sound.
Oh, you want me to get? Okay.
Yeah, no, you can put it. Can I put it on?
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Do I need to stand closer?
Is there historical evidence from the time of the Prophet that he existed?
There is, we have the Quran.
No.
And,
No, of course not. Look what Imam Malik, no?
yeah,
Imam
so,
Malik.
So we have the Quran and we have some accounts from Byzantines. There's a document called Doctrina Nuper
You're not listening.
Baptizati.
Do we have evidence from the time the Prophet Muhammad existed or not?
It depends on what you call evidence.
Reports from people at the time. We spoke about it.
Yeah, we have reports.
Was he documented? Did people document about it?
We have reports with long isnads which may or may not be valid.
Okay. Was it or not? People talking about the Prophet Muhammad in his lifetime.
Pardon?
You're making the claim you're not sure if he existed.
Yeah.
You're a historian. Are you dismissing Imam Malik?
I may be dismissing him. I may be dismissing.
Why are you dismissing
the
Imam Malik?
long isnad that came
Why
after
are you
him.
dismissing Imam Malik?
Because we know that these hadiths and these accounts are, in many cases, flawed.
Flawed why?
Bukhari himself went through all the hadiths and said that a lot of them were garbage.
Flawed why?
Pardon?
Flawed how?
Flawed as in, if you follow the isnad, it includes two people who didn't exist at the same time and place. Right? It's a bogus
Do you understand the
isnad.
science of hadith?
Yes, of course I do.
Oh, so what's the difference between da'if and sahih?
One is weak and the other is
Why is it
true. Because the isnad is poor.
What's more about it?
Just like I said, because these people didn't exist in the same time or place.
So you're telling me some hadith is not reliable?
I'm saying quite a few of them.
Oh, okay. It's not a claim I'm making. It's a straw man. Did I say all hadith are reliable?
No.
So why are you trying to evidence to me that not all hadith are reliable?
I am just telling you why I'm not sure.
No, but you understand. No.
I'm telling you why I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Am I? Is that my position?
Because let's say if I tell you the sky's purple right now, you say, well, I can't trust that guy because he got one thing wrong, so he might have gotten other.
Is that my
things
position?
right. I don't know if it's your position.
Is that my
It's
position?
My position is that.
No, but is that my position? Because you're straw manning my position.
I have no idea what your position.
So why are you making accusations? Why are you trying to refute a position I'm not even holding?
I'm not attributing that
Yes, you
position
are.
to you.
You're telling me. This is what you're telling me.
I am merely explaining
me.
why I don't necessarily trust the hadiths.
Why
and
don't you? Okay.
Why I don't trust Ibn Ishaq.
Why don't? Yeah.
Or
We
Ibn
don't.
Hisham.
We don't. Okay. Why don't you trust Sahih hadith?
Because who's to judge what's sahih and what isn't?
Okay. So according to our paradigm, what makes a hadith Sahih?
Well, that Bukhari or
No, what
Abu
makes it sahih?
Dawood said that it was.
What makes it Sahih?
What makes it sahih? Basically, that one of your hadith compilers said it was sahih.
No. There's reasons why they say it's Sahih. Why is it Sahih?
Because some collections say it's sahih and the other one says it's
What's the
da'if.
criteria for a hadith to be Sahih?
That it has a solid isnad.
It has a solid isnad.
Yeah.
What's a solid isnad?
Well, it's reliable transmitters that had a connection at the same time and place. With
Right.
each other.
And you doubt the reliable transmission. Why?
Why would somebody not manufacture? I mean, we know.
Well, if they're manufactured, we know. But that's the whole point.
Well, that's my point.
So just exactly as you started.
Is that we?
Do we have a filtering process? Isn't it?
We have this huge body.
Do we have a filtering process?
We have somebody's filtering.
Do we have
process.
a filtering process?
There is a filtering process. Is it a valid one? I don't know.
Okay, what's the difference between a da'i and a da'if and a sahih? Don't just tell me it's the weakest nad and the strongest nad. What's made it weak and what's made it strong?
Mainly that al-Bukhari or Ibn Dawood said it was.
No, they're not standard.
They're the ones who.
No. There's a criteria.
But they.
No. There's a criteria to make the report reliable. For example, what's happening in Gaza? What makes the reports reliable?
That's a good question.
Hamas beheading babies. Did that happen or not?
We don't know, do we?
Well, yeah, we know it didn't happen.
Yeah, I wasn't there. Were you there?
No, but we know that the source that's saying is there is not reliable.
Well, yeah. Do you call the BBC reliable? I don't know. They've got
No, they're not the source. They're not the source. Everything emanates from the same source. One guy.
Or the IDF? Is the IDF reliable?
No, one soldier in the IDF who's a known Zionist, yeah, said it.
Exactly.
And everyone reported him saying it.
Yeah, this is.
All right.
And this
Do you
is kind of
believe
like
they
the
did?
Hadith. Right?
Well, no, it's not. Because what happens if this was hadith, there's a few things. Yeah? First thing, we corroborate it. The people will corroborate it. Was anyone else there when he said this thing? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you have mutawati, you have multiple trains of transmission, yeah?
And so you're saying that if two people say something, they couldn't both
Not necessarily,
be
it
wrong?
depends who's saying it. That's why we have to test their, did they have a lie? Did they have an agenda? Were they there? Were they crazy? That's the whole point of the science of hadith. We need to see the caliber of the people in this isnad, which makes it strong or weak.
Double
So,
standards are
for
crazy.
example, the age of Aisha anha. Many people say she was 6 and 9, according to the hadith. Me personally, I don't accept that. Anyway, and one of the reasons I don't accept it because in the chain of narration there is her weakness. There's a guy called Hisham ibn Urwa, and Hisham ibn Urwa was a reliable source of information until a certain point in his life. According to Imam Malik and according to Ibn Asqalani, the greatest muhaddith. Okay, they say so you can take from this guy, he's reliable, until he moved to Iraq, because then he was old and his memory and age wasn't right. I'm not making stuff up. You can make errors, you don't have to lie. Okay, you can be mistaken. Okay, so when it comes to that point, then there's a weakness in it. Yeah? So I'll give you an example of it. So we have a method to just by having da'if and sahih hadith tells you we have a method. Are you a Christian?
It doesn't matter.
No, are you?
It doesn't
I
matter.
want to know the isnad of the Gospel of Mark, which you believe is reliable.
I never said I was Christian.
Are you a Christian?
I am not a Christian.
You're not a Christian. You don't believe in God.
I have the money.
Let's not talk about
No,
my
let's
belief.
talk about your beliefs. Why?
You would be
Why?
surprised.
What do you believe?
Because it will make the conversation more interesting.
Alhamdulillah. So what do you believe?
Let's back up to the cave for a minute.
We don't need to.
I want to talk about the cave. What happened in the cave?
Okay, what could
Gabriel
have happened
comes
in the
to
cave?
Muhammad, and he says, what does he say?
Okay, it doesn't matter what he said. What did he say? اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الذي علم بالقلم.
And what did Muhammad answer?
What does it matter?
This is important.
Why?
Because I want to get
Why?
to the reliability.
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Does anyone know what was Muhammad's
No,
answer?
this is
to Gabriel?
irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I'll tell you why it's irrelevant.
Come on, there must be some.
I'll tell you why it's
Give me
irrelevant.
the Arabic. What did he say?
But will he believe it?
Does that
Well, you're
mean I
ignoring
can't
the question.
read? Or what should I read?
You're ignoring the question.
There's been a long dispute about this.
Listen. First thing.
Matt could be.
Did he make the
accepts that
claim?
now.
It could be what or I do not.
Do you believe an angel spoke to him?
Matt Ikra.
Do you believe an angel spoke to him?
Matt,
Listen.
I don't write.
Relax. This is
Or
what we call a red
what
herring.
should I write?
This is what we call a red herring. Okay. Yeah. Listen. Did he make the claim or not?
I'm sorry.
Did he make the claim?
Did who make the claim?
Muhammad.
Which claim?
That an angel spoke to him.
Of course he did.
He did make the claim.
Yeah.
And what could explain the claim?
We went through this with the other guy.
I'm going through it with you.
What could explain? Either two things.
Four things.
He made it up.
He made it up.
Actually, there are more possibilities.
Give me one more possibility.
The other possibility is that someone else made up that
No, but then he didn't make the claim.
could be somebody made the
You
whole
can't say
thing
he
up.
made the claim and then he didn't make the claim.
We left out the possibility that he didn't exist at all.
Well, this is the point.
And somebody
This is
made
why
up,
we start with
made
that.
the whole thing up.
This is
out
why
of
we
whole
start with
cloth.
that. So all these historians, non-Muslim historians that write about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and rest upon him, they've all made it up.
Is that not a possibility? That somebody in the 700s made it all up?
Who? And why?
there are lots of reasons to make that
Why?
kind of stuff up.
Why?
Oh, well, let's say
Who do you believe invented it?
let's say you've started an empire and you want to give it a historic basis, just like
Who started the empire?
the
Who started the empire?
The Greeks
Who started the empire?